Rey Mysterio Jr., representing the Crash promotion, looks to hold on to his legacy. Standing in his way, young Dezmond Xavier, representing Global Force Wrestling, looking to start his legacy. One of these two men will be eliminated, the other will move in to the semifinals of this year's Super X Cup tournament. Let's head to the ring. You hear that opening bell. Here tonight, Rey Mysterio Jr. in the red, Dezmond Xavier in the black and gray, and the third man in the ring, Global Force Wrestling official Robert King. Now when we talk about the heights and weights of these two fighters, there's not much difference. Rey Mysterio Jr., 5'6", 180 pounds. Dezmond Xavier, 5'9", 183 pounds. And what we've seen in the early goings is a schooling on the part of Rey Mysterio Jr. Once again, double wrist lock suplex that time. Both men back to their vertical base. Deep arm drag that time from Dezmond Xavier. And when we talk about rookies who idolize legends, Dezmond Xavier fits the bill. Tilt-a-whirl flying head scissors that time as Rey Mysterio Jr. snaps off Le Quebrador con Hilo. Dezmond Xavier going as far to implement a move called the X19, which is the same move Rey Mysterio calls the 619, into his arsenal out of respect for one Rey Mysterio Jr. Rey Jr. with the backbreaker. Follows up, Le Magistral Cradle. Robert King in position said it was only a 1 count. And when we talk about Rey Mysterio Jr., we have to remember to include the Junior. Rey Mysterio, the second coming of the Mask, the junior version of his uncle. Mysterio starting in 1989 at the age of only 14, making that excursion as we see the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker and the jackknife, making the excursion from San Diego, California, his hometown, down to Tijuana, Mexico, where he trained alongside guys like Conan and Psychosis. It was there, after a couple of years lateral press following up the fireman's carry, that Rey Mysterio no longer had to wrestle as Colibri, the Hummingbird, as we saw that Frankensteiner no longer had to wrestle as the Green Lizard. Rey Mysterio, one of the top rookies to come out of Lucha Libre in the 90s, had earned the right to wear the mask of his uncle Rey Mysterio Sr. Forearm shiver that time from Dezmond Xavier. Beautifully executed dropkick off the Irish whip. Rey Mysterio Jr. going to the outside to momentarily convalesce. Comes back in as the two fighters square back off at center ring. Irish whip that time. Leapfrog, 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 leapfrog. This is incredible. And the deep arm drag. Look at the agility of young Dezmond Xavier. Dezmond Xavier now gets caught up in the victory roll. 1 count only says you're official, and the fight continues. Irish whip, Bipasso that time on the drop kick, and there's the K factor. Shades of Rey Mysterio, cover 2. Gets a 2 count. Shades of Rey Mysterio's longtime close friend Conan. Standing moonsault press on the legend. 2. Only gets a 2 count. Not bad for young Dezmond Xavier, who only started 6 years ago in 2011. DDT by Rey Jr. Follows it up with the figure 4 head scissors. Dezmond Xavier unbutterflies the legs, manages to get out, unfortunately then eats a forearm. Rey Jr. picks his man back up, maybe looking for a dragon, but the classic European counter that time from Dezmond Xavier, who was able to follow it up with a drop kick. Talking about kicks, there's the super kick. Down goes Rey Jr. Dezmond Xavier, full head of steam, comes through and hooks the sling blade. Shades of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Mysterio, not to be outdone, sits out, hits that Frankensteiner. Shot off to the corner, Tiger Wall flip out. There's the Enziguri. We will be bringing you this awesome action every week in this Super X Cup tournament. Last week, Christopher Daniels and Davey Richards damn near tore the house down. We're not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it. And Dezmond Xavier, the jackknife press, the frog splash off the top. Rey Mysterio, fireman's carry, and a frog splash of his own, shades of close friend, the late great Eddie Guerrero, and got a 2.9 count. If you have not seen Daniels versus Richards, go check it out as we see the code red 2 gets a 2 count. And when we talk about the influence of Rey Mysterio Jr. and the Frankensteiner, 1, 2, the influence of Rey Mysterio Jr. and how many current wrestlers were inspired by him, we saw the code red, one of those guys, as we now see the backslide. 2. And a 2 count was the Amazing Red, one of the legends of Global Force Wrestling, one of the legends of the X Division, full Nelson, half Nelson into a backslide. 1, 2. And once again a 2 count. Rey Mysterio really going in, blocks the bicycle kick with the spins. There's the Kylo kick, shades of Andrew Everett. Dezmond Xavier, hungry. Dezmond Xavier, focused. Dezmond Xavier, determined. And Dezmond Xavier scores with that sheer drop brainbuster. Keep your eyes on Rey Jr. Modified Especial de Loco, the Acai Moonsault from the 5-time former WCW Cruiserweight Champion. And if Dezmond Xavier did not realize the urgency before, he does now. Rey Mysterio sets his man in the corner. Say it with me, 619. Rey Mysterio tops his man. Referee in position, this will be it. No, 2.9. And we talked about the war between the 619 and the X19. You have to wonder if Mysterio was sending a message. Arabian Press, Rey Jr. goes split leg moonsault out of the corner for a 2 count. And there's a boot just to slow down the pace. Mysterio picking his man back up, rear waist lock. Spins through off the electric chair. There was a Frankensteiner once again, but a rope break. Dezmond Xavier comes back that time, forearm shiver. Standing one-man Spanish fly, Dezmond Xavier hooks the far leg, cradles the head, and only gets a 2.9 count. We talked about Amazing Red earlier, as once again we see the Frankensteiner. We've got to talk about Red's cousins when we see that Spanish fly. Los Maximos, Kylo kick. Dezmond Xavier pulling Rey Jr. from the safety of the ropes. Hooks his man, but once again Rey comes up with the K factor. And this might be it. It might be time for that springboard Huden Rana called the West Coast Pop. That will be it. No, it is not. Rey Mysterio, on a rare occasion, does not get a 3 count out of that hole. Now, shades of Taskmaster, the Demon, the Devil, Kevin Sullivan. We saw Rey Jr. tied up in the Tree of Woe. Front Chancery, Dezmond Xavier spins out behind. Let's see where this goes. Waistlock, standing switch. Back elbow that time. Dezmond Xavier sent off to the far turnbuckle. Once again, Rey Mysterio looking to perch his man up top, and Dezmond Xavier scores with the forearm shiver. This match can go either way. Rey Mysterio going back to the ground game. Fireman's carry. Spins through. We saw this earlier. Will this be it? Kneels on top of his man in that Huden Rana. Once again, a 2.9 count. Dezmond Xavier looking to put away the legend here. The legend looking to hold on to his position as one of the top men in this sport. Top turnbuckle Frankensteiner, a move Rey says he got from Scott Steiner on top, and Rey Mysterio gets the Duke. GFW is eliminated from this year's Super X Cup tournament. Rey Mysterio advances to the next round. Fans, as always, it has been your host, Arachnid Soul. Join me next week. We will have breaking information on the two who will be squaring off in the next match. Thank you, and good night.